What's up everybody, it's Leah Fly Hinata here, and today I'm bringing you a makeup palette review. Oh, that rhymed. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. So, we're going to be doing a review of this palette, which is the Makeup Scientist Sodium Fine palette. Like that little pun there, I like it, that's why I got it. No, actually I had seen this palette on Twitter and I saw a little video showing the product and it looked really cute. The design is really cool, and then I learned it's a black owned business. So naturally I went and took a look at the website, saw that she had some great glitters on there, had this great palette, and there was a sale on Juneteenth, so I took advantage of that and I bought this palette. It was about $30, and it has quite a few colors in here. I will count them once I look at it again because I forgot how many colors are in this palette. But let's open it up. So this palette has a great design. As you can see, it's got kind of a hollow look to it, just like the box does. And it really dedicates itself to the science theme, which I really respect. You know, cosplayers, we often want some vibrant colors for our cosplays. As you can see, the look I'm doing today, inspired by Twisted Wonderland, has some purples in it. I made this entire look using this palette, so I'll be able to point out the colors that I used in this look when I open this up. So one thing I really love about this brand and just the packaging in general is how much it sticks to the theme of science. You know, women and people of color are already underrepresented in STEM, so it's great to see a brand kind of representing that here, even if it's just makeup. So it came with this biohazard bag, which says specimen bag, and it came with my receipt and her really cool business card. Her business card, as you can see here, looks like a lab ID card and has the lab location and the access code, which is her Instagram. I just think that it's really cool how much she dedicated herself to the product design, you know, with the shape being a beaker and, you know, having this biohazard bag and incorporating all the colors being science inspired. I respect that she dedicated herself to that. So let's open this up. So one really cool thing about this is the way that it opens. Very unique. I have not seen it in makeup palettes, and maybe that's because I don't have that many makeup palettes yet. I mostly buy ColourPop, so I was taking a bit of a leap buying this palette. So open it up, and it's a magnet with a mirror. I thought that this was really cool and inventive, just using this as a mirror. As you can see, you can actually hold it like this. So as long as you have your palette, and it has the lid, obviously, you have a mirror, which I think is really great, especially traveling for cons. You can always have a mirror on you if you have this palette, so I think that's great. So let's take a look at the actual shades here. So we've got Galaxy. Area 51 is a cool dusty sand color, and we've got this silver up here. We've got Carver, we've got AU, we've got Period, we've got Atom Bomb, Haze, Jemison, Comet, I can't read backwards, it's fine. Yes, Comet, Eclipse, Dexter, and Chemical X. This palette has a great range of colors, but I was really interested in the purples in this palette. So I'll do a couple close-ups so you can see the purples that I used on my eye. So as you can see here, I've used a couple of the purples as well as a gold for my lid, and then I used the black underneath to blend with the purple. So I used AU on my lid here. I used Atom Bomb and Haze on the top of my lid and underneath, and then I blended the bottom with Chemical X, so you can see kind of I've done like a dark smokier look on the bottom. And I really liked these colors, but the only issue I had with it was using Dexter. It's a bit of a thin glitter, so I don't know if you can see it. Yes, you can see how it goes on, but I would definitely pair it with Haze because it's a little thin. It's a little on the thinner side. And then I also have the glitter on my cheek there. So it goes from purple to green, which I thought was really cool, and went with the theme that I was going for. For the golds, I really did use a combination of AU and Jemison here, so you can see those two. And I really liked the matte of this, but also the shimmer here. So cosplayers, if you're looking for something that really is pigmented and has a good shade range, I would definitely recommend this palette. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple swatches so you can see what it's like in action and kind of how many strokes it takes to get to the certain pigments. But I would definitely say it lives up to its name of being an extremely pigmented eyeshadow palette. Let's take a look at how it works. So I'm just gonna go from the top to the bottom, and we're gonna start with Galaxy. Let's start here. So as you can see with the glitters, they're kind of on the thinner side. So I would add like a gray or silver underneath these. Let me zoom in a little closer. Yeah, so these are a lot more thin than I was thinking they were going to be when I originally got the palette. And as you can see, it's pretty packed in there, but then once it gets on the skin, it's kind of thin. So I would definitely recommend probably using something that would help the glitter stick on, or applying it on top of another shadow like I did with the purples. Next is the Area 51, which I'll do here. And this is a good neutral kind of sandy color. These, when I see these in regular palettes, they tend to kind of fade away on my skin, but I really like how it's very pigmented, for sure. Next, we'll be using Period, which is here. I really like this color. As you can see, oh yeah, that's super pigmented. And I'm wiping my finger off on the makeup wipe between swipes, so there's no glitter left behind from the initial Galaxy there. It's like a nice pink shimmer. Next, we're going to be trying AU. This is a very rich gold color. This definitely pairs well with the rest of the palette. It's always hard to find a good gold that doesn't look like too ashy, but it's still like warm. So I really like this gold color. Next we're going to be trying Carver, which is this bright orange color. So yeah, you can see that. It's pretty bright. Definitely going to be using the orange for some idol cosplays, if you know what I mean. Next we've got Comet, which is kind of this brownish color. With browns, it's always been kind of hit or miss, but I really like this shade. It's kind of got a shimmer to it, which is really nice. It's a kind of a reddish brown, like what the color of Mars is like. So you can see that there. Next we've got Jemison, which is more of the matte gold. It still has some shimmer to it, but it's not as sparkly as AU. So I'm going to kind of bring that closer so you can see the difference. It's also got more of a brownish, copperish color to it, but it's still definitely in the gold family. I like to use them together. So yeah, you can see it's more warm than the other gold. Is more yellow. Next we'll be using Haze, which is the matte shimmer purple color, and I used that today in my look. So you can see that here. I did not get enough there. So yeah, you can see this purple is very bright. It was the color that I was most interested in this palette and that I see myself probably using a lot. It just has a great color to it, and the shimmer is really nice and blends really nicely with the other colors. As you can see, I've kind of put them next to each other with the gold and the Jemison and then the purple, and they look really nice together. Next, I'm going to be doing Atom Bomb, which is this purple color. It's a slightly darker purple, and it's completely matte, so it looks great with the haze color. So I also used that today in my look. So you can see how these two colors differ, and how the top one is more of a shimmer while the bottom is definitely a matte. But they both work really well. Next, we'll be using Eclipse, which is another brown color. It pairs great with Comet. So as you can see, it's a great reddish brown color. And I've really struggled finding a color that works like this, so I'm really excited to try that out in a new look. So next we have Dexter, and as I previously said, this doesn't look as good on its own. It's pretty thin. It comes out in a glitter like this, you can see. But once it actually is spread out on, like in a swatch, it doesn't look as good. So I would definitely recommend kind of putting it over another shadow over here. Like, it's definitely packed in there, but I need to find a better way of like applying it. So probably need some glitter face glue. And then last but not least is Chemical X, which is this black color. And it also has a bit of a shimmer to it, which is really nice. I don't get that too often. So it's nice to have a really rich black shimmer color, but it's also pretty matte. So as you can see, it has a pretty great range of colors, and they're all really pigmented. So I really like that about this palette. And I also wanted to show you the glitter that I got from Makeup Scientist as well. It is called Mojo Jojo, and I used it on my cheek here. As you can see, it changes from purple to green, so it's a very fun color shifting glitter. So I'll show you that now. So as you can see with the glitter here, it color shifts between purple and green, which I think is a pretty unique color combination. I think it's really fun that she has these color shifting glitters, and I used eyelash glue to apply my glitter. I think this glitter is really cool because depending on the lighting, or depending on where someone's seeing you in the room, your makeup look can look completely different. So I think that while it's challenging to work with, I think that it can really bring a unique look to your makeup. So I wanted to try it, and I haven't worked with a lot of loose glitter yet, so wanted to give it a go. Yeah, so overall guys, I really liked this palette. The colors were very vibrant and intense, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone who's looking to try out new colors, as I've already said. One thing I forgot to mention is that two of the shades here, I believe, are inspired by Black scientists and inventors and just important people in science to know. One of which is Jemison, which is inspired by Mae Jemison, the first Black female astronaut. And then we also have Carver, which I believe is inspired by George Washington Carver, known for inventions with like sweet potatoes. So I think that's why she went with an orange for that. I'm not 100% sure, but that's my hunch here. I just really like how it stayed true to the science theme, kind of incorporating like the glitter for the galaxy with the stars, and then more of like the browns and the reds for Comet. I just think it was very well thought out. It's just such a great palette with great product design, and I just think that you should support more Black businesses. So if you want more colors, you should definitely pick up this palette when it comes back in stock, because I actually just checked today and the palette is sold out. Good for her. Sorry for you guys that you cannot get it right now, but keep an eye out for it. Follow her on Instagram and Twitter and everything, and get this palette when it comes back in, because it is definitely worth it. I definitely recommend it. and I will be using this for the future for many of my looks, and I hope you will try it out too. So this is my first time doing this kind of video, so I really appreciate any feedback. If you want to see me review more palettes, review more makeup things, let me know. I know we always want to try some things out, but sometimes we want to see someone else do it before we do it, and I'm happy to be that person for you guys. So let me know in the comments if you want to see me do more. Remember to like the video, leave a comment, and also subscribe to me and tell all your friends to do the same. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Flyers. Bye!